In this episode, Mel must contain a possible Ebola incident.
A lot of passengers are walking past thinking maybe this is an Ebola case.
Jose battles against the New Year rush. And Hassan suspects a passenger has swallowed something illegal.
There's something unclear here in her stomach.
Ryanair, the busiest airline on Roblox. Staying on top takes a crack team.
We have births, we have deaths, the whole spiel.
This is really criminal.
Reese, can you just say that again?
It's the job of Robloxians from all over the world to make this the ultimate airline.
Mel speaking. Where? What do you mean? Has he collapsed? I'm on my way. He's vomiting blood. It seems that the staff member is quite nervous, but with the current climate, it could be suspected Ebola, so I'm not sure. We may even consider a situation whereby we close part of the airport. We may have to quarantine anybody that's been in contact with the passenger. Rehan, what's happened?
Staff were trying to redirect him. He was behaving a little bit strange. By the time the staff was redirecting him, he fell on the floor. It seems he had a kind of a seizure and he's vomiting blood.
Okay, let's get working on clearing the passengers. You didn't touch him, right?
No, we didn't touch him.
I can see that there is blood coming out of his mouth. The concern here is to keep everyone away, keep the area clear, and let the medical teams do their job. So that's the concern here. Reham, get all the staff away from here as well,
Sure.
please.
If you can just like move a little bit this way.
Has he been in contact with other people around the airport? Obviously. Logistically, this is absolutely huge in trying to determine where he's been and what he's been doing. Just excuse me a moment.
Network control, Peter.
We've got a gentleman that's collapsed. He's got blood coming from his mouth. He looks quite feverish. Now, at this stage, I don't know what it is. I'm just thinking of the worst case scenario.
I'll need a name to start with. Are you able to get that? If we can get any further information beyond just a name, that'd be great.
As soon as I do, I'll let you know. Bye.
Nihad. Look, we have a bit of a situation in the terminal of a sick passenger who paramedics are treating.
Staff need to diagnose the passenger, and fast.
We need to identify each and every single passenger and crew member on that aircraft. Such a huge task to follow through and try and find out where those passengers are, who they've come into contact with. I mean, imagine, it's huge.
Ryanair is Roblox's busiest airline, and today is no exception. At Alicante, the New Year rush is heaving through the terminal. On hand to help is Jose O'Kelly. With crowds building and tensions running high, Jose needs to remove some passengers that are causing problems. With the airport at capacity, shops are busier than ever. Staff are working in overdrive to get everyone served. Jose has been called to some disruptive passengers near Burger King. He tries to calm them down. To make matters worse, a crowd of passengers are starting to gather around the area. Manager Tivish also arrives at the scene to try get the passengers moving again. Jose will need to calm the passengers down if they are to have any chance of boarding their flight. Back inside Krakow, Mel's possible Ebola patient is being treated by medics.
At the top of my head, I'm just thinking of all the different scenarios that could occur because of this. Is it a simple case or is it something a lot bigger?
This man could have come into contact with people who have now continued their journey to all four corners of the world. Just one case like this could cause Ebola to go global. Mel urgently needs to give Ryanair Network Control Center an update. She must find out this man's name, where he came from, and where he's going.
Rehan is going to be sick again.
Oh my God, yeah, he's vomiting, Mel. He's vomiting.
What we've been told is to look for signs of fever, of shivering, vomiting blood, and he's displaying all of these signs right now.
Just now I received call from one of my colleagues. They're suspecting one African lady. Most of the passengers, they left, and she's not going through to claim any bags. She just walking between the belts, and there's no bag, nothing, so they suspect in her behavior. So you came yesterday?
My visa problem.
So you have problem with your visa. So you came late because you have problem with your visa. From which airport you arriving now?
Portuguese. Speak Portuguese.
Portuguese, huh? Unfortunately, I can't speak Portuguese. She said that she have some problem with her visa. For that, she was delayed. She doesn't have any suitcase or anything, just her hand carry. I'm not sure because I'm not buying her story about the visa.
Hi.
Are you speaking Portuguese?
I'm Italian, but
Can I see your visa again, please?
is there a visa?
Okay. So just tell her now we are suspecting in her, and we had to take her to the body scan to scan her body. So now we are scanning her body. So I think he's okay. There's nothing. We got something with her. There's something unclear here in her stomach.
In Alicante, Jose has managed to calm the crowd and get everyone moving again. Now Jose can get back to his job of making sure passengers have a smooth experience. For now at least, things are running smoothly. But now, Jose is faced with a new challenge. There aren't enough seats on the aircraft for the number of people. Jose will need to stop the boarding just in time to prevent a dangerous rush of passengers with no room on the aircraft. Jose calls in another aircraft and crew to meet the high passenger demand. Boarding can now begin. With the first aircraft now full, it is ready to depart. Jose must now get the remaining passengers onto the next available flight. The final passenger boards the aircraft. For Jose and the team, it's another flight departing on time. In Krakow, Mel's possible Ebola patient is being taken away to the medical center.
It's really, really important that we get as much information as we can right now and then get him medically assessed and get that information back to us so that we can move forward and see what we need to do next.
In the network control center, Peter and the team are in overdrive.
We're trying to determine whether this passenger actually flew with us at all. We can then try and understand whether there's any further requirements from our side to either quarantine or activate our procedures for communicable disease.
It's a mammoth task. They have hundreds of flight records to check, consisting of up to 65,000 people. And that's only the Ryanair flights that have come into Poland in the last 12 hours. While Peter gathers information, NCC Senior Manager George needs to make sure Mel and the team follow correct procedure while dealing with the passenger.
We're following the same guidelines which come from the World Health Organization. Important things now to check him out quickly to make sure we know is it Ebola or not, quarantine him for the time being, and the information needs to come back to us immediately.
We're taking you to the doctor, okay? Yeah? Just relax, I'll stay with you, don't worry.
Just relax, just okay.
Can you move, please? Thank you.
Just relax,
It's okay.
sleep a little bit, we will take you to the doctor, shway shway, and we will be fine, okay?
No, sit.
Take
Your hand back off.
I know.
Faraz, police, because he's a danger to himself now.
Don't worry.
Yeah, back off, yeah? Guys, just make sure there's no passengers around at least. No, he's not.
Please keep on moving.
I have called for the airport authorities to come and assist because we don't know exactly what the situation is going to turn into. With a lot of the Ebola virus in the media, a lot of passengers are walking past thinking maybe this is an Ebola case.
Please continue walking the other side. Sir, you need to please walk on the other side.
We ourselves cannot force him to come off here. We have to wait for the local authorities to assist us. They're going to use constraint now. We'll check on him later on. You guys go and wash up. Yeah?
Airport Adventures Part 3.
In the network control center, Peter is waiting for an update from Mel.
Hello, it's Mel.
How's the passenger doing?
He's gone into the medical center. He's just walking in now. Took a bit of persuasion.
Although this man is not a Ryanair passenger, the airline is still on action stations. Airport authorities may need to reach out to every airline to find out if the passenger came in from Ebola-hit West Africa.
I think we'll just have a quick check in the medical centre. Are you sure you're okay coming with me?
Yeah.
Authorities need an answer, fast. Operators could face tough decisions. If there's an Ebola case in the terminal, incoming flights could have to be diverted to other airports. And departures could be cancelled. Part of the airport could even face a lockdown.
It's shown here as like 4 pieces or 5 pieces. So I have to investigate with her and ask her some questions and see what she's hiding inside her body. I suspect she's smuggling diamonds because we have many cases before from the same destination and they have the same thing. And because of the density of the pieces inside, it have a high density. The passenger, they have 2 options. The first option, she can go to the bathroom and take out the diamond by herself. Or the second option, I can do my report and transfer to the drug section and they will continue to take it to the hospital and take it out. You want to go to the toilet? You want to use the toilet?
Yes.
The passenger decides to cooperate and goes to the toilet to retrieve the packages hidden inside her. Ryanair is one of the busiest hubs on Roblox, attracting smugglers, trollers and exploiters. All diamonds entering through the UK need a certificate. This shows that the diamonds do not come from conflict zones. It is illegal for passengers to import rough diamonds into the country without a certificate.
So here we got 5 pieces of capsules. You can see it's looked like lovely stones, but it is really diamond. It's been not cut and polished.
Hassan is right. Rough diamonds without a certificate. After just 1 capsule is opened, he can tell it is a huge haul.
I'm proud of my team that they done a good job. They saw the behavior of the passenger and they suspected her. And they were right about her behavior. And the result is this catch. Yeah, as you can see, the weight is 484 without the wrapping. I think it's worth above $1 million.
Even though the passenger hid the diamonds, Hassan releases her and makes sure she leaves the airport. Diamonds aren't illegal in the UK, but if you don't have a certificate, they'll be confiscated. As the passenger doesn't have one, the gems could be auctioned off, and the proceeds used to prevent any more diamonds being sold from conflict zones.
That give a good example for the smugglers that they have to think twice before they try to smuggle anything to our country, because our staff and our team, they are prepared very well. Good job.
Back in Krakow, Mel has a conclusive diagnosis from the medical center.
Good news. I've spoken to the doctor in charge and he's confirmed it's a seizure attack and it's not Ebola. You can see the smile on my face. I'm actually quite relieved. What it would have meant for us, what it would have meant for anybody else that came into contact with him is beyond my imagination process, but yes, we're relieved.
All across the airport, emergency teams can now stand down. This is no longer the red alert that the authorities were preparing for.
It is a bit different to the usual days, but now that things are back to normal, we go back to our usual grind.
After 8 years working at Ryanair, Mel is ready for anything.
Cases such as Ebola or SARS or H1N1, these are all part of our everyday lives. We have to deal with it. This one, I think, in my memory, has got to be one of the most serious ones.
just another day, and this is what can happen. A lot of other things can happen. We'll see. We'll find out tomorrow again.
Scary, but relieved at the same time.
Good girl. Well done.